We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard ine. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets at them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 33 and a first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
To kick off for Baltimore.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Out of the gun is Minshew. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Minshew, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Number 8.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
5 yards remain on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again, looking for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. This is the tight end fan. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that that will be incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Open man is Duvernay. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16, Broncos 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and a couple, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens will extend their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll fire one downfield. And this is caught. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Gardner Minshew as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To number 87.
A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with downs. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 45 on second down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 37, Broncos 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Minshew. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, tight.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Pull it together. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20. 5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. Hey, snap.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
35-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
26.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Today's final
A
score.
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay.